Hi and welcome to the 8th lesson of Catalan from scratch, the beginner level. Today I thought that it would be good if you just could sit and listen to me speaking Catalan. So far you've learned grammar and some vocabulary, but you haven't really heard how Catalan sounds, how different text can be read. So the only thing you have to do is try to listen to the way the language sounds, maybe find some similarities with your native language or languages, and just familiarize yourself with the sounds and the accent. No music while I'm reading, so that you can hear it more clearly. Also, I will first read the text in English so that you can compare with the translation. The text in English, I translate it almost word by word, so maybe they don't make a lot of sense sometimes in English. That's okay. It's probably not a good adaptation, but I just wanted to translate it to English almost word by word so that you could know what the words in Catalan mean, nothing else. And there are 3 different types of text that I included. The first one is a narration. It's an extract from a theatrical piece in Catalan. The second one is a generic letter or email in a formal register. And the third one is a poem, so it's a lyrical text. But how about, first of all, we go over the solutions from the last lesson, where you have to pick the verbs se or hasta, depending on the situation, and conjugate them properly. So the first sentence is: Estic malalt, no puc anar a l'escola. I'm sick, I can't go to school. I am sick. This is just a state I'm in right now. You use the verb estar. No és normal trobar una llimona al mar. It is not normal to find a lemon in the sea. So this is true all the time. This is just not normal. So you use the verb ser. On sou? Estic intentant trobar-vos. Where are you? I'm trying to find you. So the first one is referring to location, so you use the verb ser. And the second one comes before a verb in gerund form. It's something that you are trying to do right now, so you are trying to find someone, so you use the verb estar. Estàs preocupada per l'examen? Are you worried about the test? So this is a state that someone is in. This is how someone is feeling at the moment, so you use the verb estar. And lastly, creus que el confinament és avorrit? Do you think confinement is boring? So this is just a question about a characteristic of something. In this case, the characteristic would be being boring, and that thing would be confinement. So you use the verb ser. I hope this is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please let me know, and I will gladly answer your questions. But let's just start with the first text. This is a narrative text from the theatrical piece. First, I will read it in English, and then I will read it in Catalan. I'm not going to read it slowly in Catalan because I think that's not how we speak. I will try to be clear though. I will try to articulate the words. However, I'm not going to read word by word. I'm just trying to sound natural. This piece is called The Garden of the Gnomes, El Jardí dels Nans in Catalan. If you want to see the translation compared with the Catalan one, maybe you can take a screenshot, or maybe you can pause the video. I decided not to put the 2 texts together because it would be too much text on the screen, and it would be too much. I hope that works for you. I thought it was the best solution. So, the Garden of the Gnomes. Rosa and Jordi are two siblings that, along with their two friends, Laura and Louise, believe that the gnomes of the garden where they play received a spell that turned them into chalk figures. And they think that if they leave them in the forest, the forces of nature will set them free. And so they think of a plan to take them from the garden without their parents finding out about it. However, they do not know that two naughty thieves are searching for the gnomes because they believe that they hide a treasure. Rosa and Jordi's parents, on the other hand, are living a very complicated situation. Both of them have lost their jobs. They cannot pay the rent, and in a few months the bank will take the house away from them. But, while they search for a job desperately, they hide the situation from the children so that they can enjoy the house and the garden during the summer holidays. In the end, everything goes well. And now in Catalan. La Rosa i el Jordi són dos germans que, juntament amb els seus dos amics, la Llaura i el Lluís, creuen que els nans del jardí on juguen van patir un encanteri que els va convertir en figures de guix, i pensen que si els deixen al bosc, les forces de la natura els alliberaran. Així que pensen un pla per endur-se'ls del jardí sense que els seus pares se n'adonin, però no saben que dos lladregots estan buscant els nans perquè creuen que amaguen un tresor. Els pares de la Rosa i el Jordi, d'altra banda, viuen una situació complicada. Els dos han perdut la feina, no poden pagar l'hipoteca i d'aquí a pocs mesos el banc els traurà la casa. Però, mentre busquen una feina desesperadament, amaguen la situació als seus fills perquè puguin gaudir de la casa i el jardí durant les vacances d'estiu. Al final, tot acaba bé. El jardí dels nans, Ignasi Garcia. So, I hope you like that. Next is the letter or email format. And this is a very formal register, so you will notice how in the Catalan version I use the form vostè, which is the formal way to address to someone. Dear David, I would like to see you in person for an interview next week if possible. We thought your CV is very interesting and your vast experience can be useful to our current projects. We would gladly meet you so that you could share more specific details about you and your career, so please get back to us as soon as possible with a response. Please let us know if you have any doubts before the interview. Best regards, generic HR manager. And now same text in Catalan. Estimat David, ens agradaria veure'l en persona per una entrevista la setmana vinent, si fos possible. Vam creure que el seu CV és molt interessant i la seva àmplia experiència pot ser útil pels nostres projectes actuals. Per nosaltres seria un plaer veure'l per tal de que pugui compartir més detalls sobre vostè i la seva carrera, així que, si us plau, facin saber la seva resposta quan abans possible. Si us plau, facin saber si té cap dubte abans de l'entrevista. Salutacions, mànager de recursos humans genèric. And so lastly, the lyrical text, the poem. Before I start, I want to address something. You are going to spot the expression my country many, many, many times in this poem, and I just want to clear something out. The definition or the meaning of my country, el meu país, in Catalan does not necessarily mean the same thing in English in some situations. So in this case, the author, Miquel Martí i Pol, is not referring to a territory, to a nation, to its symbols, flags, or anything like that. It's not a nationalistic view of a country. It's more like his memories and the place he grew up with and the people he knew and the things he felt in that place. It doesn't necessarily have to be a country. It could be just his village, could be just the way that, or the place he considers home. So yeah, I just don't want you to misinterpret what the author is trying to say and portray. This is not about symbols of a nation, or territories or countries per se. This is more about nostalgia and memories and what he considers home. So, this is My Country by Miquel Martí i Pol. All the years I have had to live away from my country have been a dark night, a path full of uneasiness. I think of all that behind me I left when I left, and with the eyes of hope, I still go back to my country. There is nothing I love more than the sweetness of the blue sky of my country. Now I am afar, but I remember day and night. If one day I go back, the wind that receives me will erase all the inquietudes, and I will forget the years I have lived, so alone and sad. There is nothing that does not remind me every instant of my country. Everything makes me think of the days when I lived so happily. When I walk, the wind brings me to the voices that time has not withered at all. If I fall asleep, what I dream of is only my country. There is nothing I love more than the sweetness of the blue sky of my country. Now I am afar, but I remember day and night. If one day I go back, the wind that receives me will erase all the inquietudes, and I will forget the years I have lived so alone and sad. Before death comes to me, I want to go back to my country, to step on the friendly land, walk through the old roads. I want to hear the voices I love. I want to cry over the old friends, and die when it is time, under the sky of my country. There is nothing I love more than the sweetness of the blue sky of my country. Now I am afar, but I remember day and night. If one day I go back, the wind that receives me will erase all the inquietudes, and I will forget the years I have lived so alone and sad. So that was longer than expected, but now the Catalan version, the original version. Tots els anys que he hagut de viure allunyat del meu país han estat una nit fosca, un camí ple de neguit. Penso en tot allò que enrere vaig deixar quan vaig partir i amb els ulls de l'esperança torno encara al meu país. No estimo res com la dolcesa del cel blau del meu país. Ara en sóc lluny, però me'n recordo, dia i nit. Si un dia hi torno, el vent que em rebi esborrarà tots els neguits i oblidaré els anys que he viscut tan sol i trist. No hi ha res que no em recordi cada instant al meu país. Tot em fa pensar en els dies que hi vaig viure tan feliç. Quan camino el vent em porta, veus que el temps no ha pas marcit. Si m'adormo el que somio, és només el meu país. No estimo res com la dolcesa del cel blau del meu país. Ara en sóc lluny, però me'n recordo dia i nit. Si un dia hi torno, el vent que em rebi esborrarà tots els neguits i oblidaré els anys que he viscut tan sol i trist. Abans que la mort m'arribi, vull tornar al meu país, trepitjar la terra amiga, caminar pels vells camins. Vull sentir les veus que estimo, vull plorar pels vells amics i morir quan sigui l'hora, sota el cel del meu país. No estimo res com la dolcesa del cel blau del meu país. Ara en sóc lluny, però me'n recordo, dia i nit. Si un dia hi torno, el vent que em rebi esborrarà tots els neguits i oblidaré els anys que he viscut tan sol i trist. So just a nice fact about this. When Miquel Martí i Pol died, he was actually in his country. He was actually fulfilling his wish, fulfilling the wish of this poem. And that was it. There was a simple one, but I hope you liked it. If you liked this type of video and maybe you want something similar, some other time let me know. And yeah, hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you're not, and if you know someone that might be interested in learning Catalan or is already learning Catalan, please send that person this video. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, and adeu-siau.